What up, YouTube? It's your boy Matt Gives the Hands, back to you with another video. And yes, I have came out with my own hats. Stay gifted. I got them in black and white and navy and white. You hit the link in the description below. I just launched my website. I have the shirts on there as well. And each purchase that you make, I will throw in a free Team Gifted bracelet just to show my love to you for all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for 30K subscribers. We hit it. Let's hit 50K at the end of this year, and we're gonna do a giveaway. I got like a few clippers that I don't use no more, some brand new Andis Pro alloys, and the brand new Andis Slimline Pro alloys that I got at the battle that I just did in Orlando. They're brand new. I only use them one time in the competition. In this video, I did a challenge, a one-handed challenge. Matt gifted hand. I called out 360 Jeezy. Make sure you comment on all his videos. Tell him I sent you. I know he's an ambidextrous barber and he can use both hands. So that's why I wanted to call him out and see what he's got on this challenge. 360 Jeezy, you gonna take this challenge or what? I used my phone with one hand and I was cutting with the other. I did everything with one hand and it was a 360 waiver. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about this challenge. Again, hit up 360 Jeezy. Tell him I sent you. And Team Gifted is coming hard. We coming hard this year. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So this right here is my canvas. So what happened was I already knocked it down to a 1.5, and I used a 1.5 guard, not the 1 guard, the 1.5 guard close on my wall cordless seniors. So he had maybe like a 3 or a 4 on top, but when I knocked it down, I realized, dude, I should record a video. Now, I had did this type of view, I guess, point of view once before on a few videos back, and someone was like, dude, why don't you just do a challenge? So here it is, the one-handed challenge, and I started with my first guideline using the Wall Retro T-Cut trimmers. I'm recording with my left hand and cutting with my right hand. Anything that I do in this video is all done with one hand. Putting the guards on, brushing, edging up, everything. So right here I went ahead and put my second guideline in, which was the lever all the way open, put it in the middle and then closed it. Now I got my 1 guard, lever open, going up about 1/2 inch, and I'm going against the grain. And right now I have the lever all the way open. Then I'm about to put it in the middle right there. Start to soften up that line, and then closed it all the way. And I am using my cell phone, but it's still great content, still good quality. The only thing you don't get is that blurry effect in the background, which is called your bokeh. You don't get that, but hey, it is what it is. Here's the number 2 guard, started with the lever all the way open, and then I work my way to the closed position. After I work my 2 guard, I grab my 1.5 guard and then remove that line that the 2 left behind. Right here, as you can tell, I'm switching guards, is using one hand. And I got some good feedback doing this type of point of view because it's up close and personal. You get to see a little more than just the camera being still. I'm kind of following with whichever way I cut, whichever way I go with the clipper. So I got some good feedback on it, and then I just decided to make a challenge out of it. And as you may know, I am going to call out 360 Jeezy because he is an ambidextrous barber. He can cut left-handed and right-handed. So whoever he calls out, he calls out. But I want to call out 360 Jeezy because he does use both hands, and I just want to see if he can do this challenge. Right here I put the 1/2 guard on, lever all the way open. What you just saw right there was the Bronze Series 9. I just got it actually I got it yesterday, and it's a dope story behind it. One of my clients actually blessed me with the finances to purchase that shaver. When I used it on him, he was like, dude, I don't want nothing else touching my face. No Andis shaver, no wall shaver. You got me spoiled. Basically, like, you know, here's the money. I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna invest in you and go buy this shaver. And so I'm just gonna look out for him in return and give him some haircuts. But I think it's just a dope blessing that a client can do that for their barber. Like, just like my boy Macho Mazduda would say, build relationships, not clientele. And that's a perfect example of building a relationship. He wanted to invest in his barber, and that's what he did. He gave me the finances to purchase the shaver, and I'll get him back in haircuts. But I think it's just a dope story behind that tool that I just purchased. So I'm putting my first guideline with the retro T-cut, and then I went ahead and started putting the lever all the way open on the wall cordless seniors. And yes, these are my very own cordless seniors. I'm no longer using Bazio stuff. No longer using the shaver, no longer using the clipper. I purchased a clipper at Orlando Premier. I still haven't got the other one from Ideal Barber Supply. If y'all order from the link that I shared on my YouTube channel and y'all still haven't got y'all's clipper, feel free to go ahead and get a refund. There's some mix up with Wall and the other companies that bought from Wall. So if you don't want to wait, people hitting me up all the time about if I got my clipper or not. I haven't got the clipper from that company. I ordered from that company as well. So it is what it is. If you want your refund, go get a refund. That has nothing to do with the company that you pre-ordered from. It has to do with Wall. So either hit them up or get a refund. But basically what I did to the back of the neck taper, I'm doing to the sides. And he wanted to do like a real low taper on the sides. That way he can keep the C-cup dark, the edge dark, everything. So guys, I'm really working with one hand and one hand only. It's pretty difficult, man. I just had to find a technique on how to apply and put the guards on and stuff like that, and really focus on making sure that the camera is on the actual haircut and not anywhere else. But this particular client actually found me through YouTube. He saw the transformation video with Yofons, and he was just like, man, like he started working on his waves. And man, at the end of this video, the finished product, my man is dipping. He's been really working on his waves. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and start the lineup. As you can tell, again, using only one hand, going around the ear, moving the ear with one hand and lining up with one hand. I got this technique down, going around the ear and lining up with one hand in barber college, and it kind of just stuck with me until now. And I can do it on both sides. I'm not ambidextrous. I can't use my left hand, so the whole time I'm cutting with my right hand. Just making sure I'm favoring the corners of the blade so I can get that nice detailed curve around the ear. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the C. Once I put that C cup in there, look at that, boom. Then you see the neckline around the ear to the back of the taper. Something about putting that line up on the haircut just makes it that much more, I'm not gonna say more better because that's redundant, that much more fire. My wife hates it when I say more better. So guys, I actually launched my website. I have the Stay Gifted hats, black and white lettering and navy and white lettering. They're dad hats, so they adjust in the back. They're not like the flat bills. But I just launched my website. I have those on my website and the Team Gifted t-shirts on there as well. I have a small, medium, large, and extra large, and I have about, I would say around 30 hats right now. So make sure to visit my website. I'll leave the link in the description below to my website. Check it out. It's something small. I'm just excited about it because I want to see how far it can go once it starts developing some traffic, and then I'll upgrade my website. But as of right now, it's just for y'all to purchase the hats and the t-shirts, and because I never really had a link or anything like that to my merchandise. So now I do. Now I have a website. You can just directly order through there. So I'll leave the link in the description below. Like I said, y'all, he wanted a real low taper. So I'm just kind of like, I'm not really flicking. I'm just lightly just going over and using the different guards, but I'm like kind of bringing the clipper towards me. I'm not trying to create another line or anything like that. I'm just making sure I'm keeping my guidelines real low and using a lot of the corners to remove those dark spots and the guidelines that I set in. Go ahead and comb it out, but once I do that backhand stroke, boy, that backhand with the comb though. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the line up. Right there, the brush had got stuck onto the trimmer. Again, y'all, something about that lineup. Something about that lineup. My man is actually in the military. He is in the Air Force. Thank you for your services, sir. Thank you for your services. Not everyone can do it, so, but someone's got to do it, you know? Not everyone can be in the military. It's not for everybody, but those that do it, we really appreciate your services. I know I do. So right here, I just wanted to check to see where the lineup was on the other side to match it up with this side. And look at that lineup, just bringing it all together. As you can tell, he's pretty light on the edges. So I did apply some spritz, some holding spray. That way when I line him up, it'll pop and I'll be able to see the hair get cut. You know, the hair won't fold back or move or anything like that. So right here I'm doing the lineup. And yes, I did apply some Kiss Express with the air compressor, with the airbrush compressor. So right here you can tell I'm not gonna push his lineup back. That's what a lot of barbers do. They go straight to wherever it's dark. He has enough hair right there where I can apply that line and then apply the color enhancement, and then it'll look like it's hair. So I'm not gonna push his hairline back. No linebackers over here. But I brought that line out though. Look at that low taper, man. I had to really learn how to do low tapers coming from Texas, because in San Antonio, where I'm from, born and raised, the tapers they do over there are high tapers or mid-high tapers. These are not zero gap. They are adjusted. I know I'm gonna get that comment I know I'm gonna get that comment below, but they're not zero gap. They're just adjusted to my liking, and they hit. They hit something serious. For 50 bucks, these are some hitters right here. I actually got these off of a barber in the shop for 45 bucks, so even better. And they hold a charge too. They hold a good charge. I am gonna apply the razor, yes, with one hand. And he doesn't have a lot of hair to shave, so I didn't apply no Tune 45 shave gel. I just dry shaved it, but as you can tell, there's no hair to really cut. So I kind of just sharpened it up with the razor, and then I applied the color enhancement, which I did not put in the video. If you want to know how to do the color enhancement, I do have a video on that. Make sure to check that out. Everything done with one hand. Make sure you call out 360 Jeezy. Go comment on his videos. Tell him I sent you and that I am calling him out on the one-handed challenge. And I did it with some 360s. Well, I don't know if he's gonna call these 360 waves. I call them 360 waves because it's all around the head, but you know what I mean. So this is the finished product. Banger, straight fire. Waves are dipping. Taper is nice and neat, nice and clean. Ooh, One-handed. One-handed. I think it came out fire. What do y'all think? Comment below. I think it came out fire. Look, boy, he dipping. He dipping. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. All right, y'all. Make sure you subscribe, share, and comment. Team Gifted, as always, stay gifted. Shout out to S-Craft Blends.
That's that new Photoshop video app.
Boom, that's hair.